Good evening, everyone. My name is Edgar, and this is Historical Conspiracies. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Tonight we're doing story time with Edgar once more. So I hope you guys are ready for an interesting, twisted story. This one is called The Unbalanced, and it was submitted by B. So let's begin. Is any of this real? Are we alone? Is the universe as we know it as simple as they tell us? I think this short tale of a college student's testament may change your mind. Maybe you will no longer let those sounds in the night pass as the wind. Perhaps a taste of another place may open your mind to new possibilities. No one should toy with the barriers between worlds, or they shall know the unbalanced. Today is my birthday, November 13th. It's kind of chilly out today. I can tell we are approaching the season of ice. I woke up late this morning and I had to catch a late bus. It was a little stormy outside. The weatherman predicted nothing, but the clouds were speeding by and quiet thunder could be heard. I ended up tardy for class, but unlike high school, I'm allowed to be late. It all started at about 11 o'clock a.m. We were hearing a lecture on inductive and capacitive parallel circuits. I was watching our instructor, and because I was staring in the same area for such a long time, the white brick wall behind him began causing me to see slight trails. I closed my eyes and shook my head and drank some more coffee. I was staring at the instructor against the white wall again, and this is where it gets crazy. I could have sworn the wall was moving in one spot. It moved as if it were a blanket and someone was pushing on the other side. I shook my head and went to lunch. I think I'm hallucinating, I say to my buddy Aaron. Why do you say that? He asks. Never mind, I say. It's probably just lack of sleep. I'll grab another coffee. I fish 50 cents out of my pocket and plunge it into the coffee machine. I pull the coffee out, after pressing the extra sugar button, of course, and light a cigarette. I read a little poetry from a new book I got, and before I know it, lunch was over. We are back to lecturing again. Mr. Fletcher draws some diagrams on the board, and I begin zoning out. This time, instead of just seeing the wall move, I see a hand, and then an entire arm push through the wall, almost grabbing Mr. Fletcher. The arm was moving naturally, until it freezes for some reason. It solidifies and everyone is in awe. The arm is huge. Whoever's or whatever's arm this is definitely bigger than any human. Well, my Mystcon viewers. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I think it's a really neat story. In the meantime, my goblet of absinthe has run dry. So while I go get a refill, how about you take a moment and check out our sponsor.
Check out bizbin.com.
From software design to socks, we're an auction house and marketplace focused on community. A community like yours. You have direct access to the sellers, members, handcrafters, and even the development team of the website itself. If you don't like something, say something. By joining the site, you're joining the community, and by being in the community, you're joining the team. We believe this business model allows us to grow a website around the community and cultivate a marketplace and auction house that is unlike anything you've encountered so far. Bizbin.com. We're bringing the community back into e-commerce.
Everyone in class freaks out and leaves, but not me. I remain examining this unexpected new statue in our lecture hall. After a few moments, a man in a suit walks in. "Did you see it? Were you here when it happened?" he interrogated, without even looking at me. He seemed like he was in a big hurry, with no time to waste. "Yeah, I saw it. Who are you?" I asked. "My name is Dr. Phelps. I study paranormal activity, and well, there's been a lot lately." "So what are you looking at, Doc?" "That is classified information. Now tell me what you saw." "That's classified information too." Okay. We can share some information, but tell no one. I'm putting my ass on the line here." He is still examining the arm, measuring it and testing it with tools I've never seen before. I tell him what I saw before and after lunch. He seems worried. He then begins explaining things to me. "There have been a couple cases like this recently. One in California, one in Canada, and a few other countries have relayed info similar to this incident. But until now, there has been nothing solid. There were only reports of hands emerging from water, and the hands were made up completely of water. The hand would then disappear with a splash. One guy said he saw a giant made of smoke." "So what's going on, Doc? Is it an invasion?" I asked. "We're not sure, but let me try to explain. There are different realities, different planes of existence, and each one is kept completely separate. But recently, I've been putting everything together. My theory concerning these incidents is as follows. There is a race, a much larger and superior race, giants in a reality parallel to our own. Apparently, they are ahead in technology and are on the brink of discovering the entry technique to travel over into our reality. They could be peaceful, just explorers. I doubt it, but it's hard to tell. Do you realize I'm talking about an alternate universe? Nothing there would coincide to what's out here." He touched the hand with his hand, and in an instant, another arm reaches through and grabs the doctor. The doc is screaming, and it seems as if the hands are burning his flesh. I'm yelling for help, and a few teachers come, but they just stand and watch in fear. The hands appear to be attempting to pull him through the wall, but instead are repeatedly smashing him against the bricks. The doc's glasses in fragments on the ground, the tools he used scattered across the floor, and blood spraying all over me. I reached to grab him, but one of the arms thrust me away. As I regain equilibrium, I see Dr. Phelps's body, not jostling so much now, only twitching. I look to the wall and see two sinister red eyes looking down at me. Evil. The arms give up and slowly retreat back to their domain. I look down and realize there is a large handprint spanning from my solar plexus to my throat. It must have burned into me when the thing pushed me. The next thing I know, I'm in a hospital bed, and a hot little nurse strolls in. "What happened?" I inquire. "Let's see." She looks at my clipboard. "You passed out in school. It says here that you are a trauma victim." "I gotta get out of here." I sit up. "Oh no, you mustn't move," she tells me, and I soon learn why. Everything begins fading in black. Here, this will help you sleep. She gives me a pill. What's your name? I eat my pill. Nicole, and you are? Tommy. Call me Tommy. I lose concentration. Well, Tommy, it would seem we'll be spending some time together. You're here for a few days for recovery, and so we can watch and make sure you're okay. Where is Dr. Phelps? Oh, your friend there? Well, he's under close care, and he'll soon be undergoing reconstructive surgery. We aren't sure if he's going to make it. What happened to him anyway? He got into a fight with a student. It looks as though he jumped off a building a few times. Well, it was a big student. Okay, well, I got other patients to tend to. I'll be seeing you, Tommy. Goodbye, Nicole. I'll see you later. She walks out of the room, wiggling her little white skirt as she goes. I eat that stuff they use in place of food here, and then I doze off. My chest is hurting. I sit up and look at it. The handprint is glowing and burning. I look up and see the nurse closing the curtain around my bed. I'm looking around to see what they're doing. I see a shadow moving closer to the curtain. As it gets closer, it becomes larger and larger. I jump up on the bed and rip the curtain down. There he was, huge, at least 8 feet tall. His arms and legs were the width of a watermelon, and as long as me. He looks at me with fangs, smiling, and reaches towards me with arms constructed of white brick. I freak and run to the big window and dive through it, glass shards jingling, and me sailing down 20 floors to the parking lot. To be continued. All right, my gentle viewers, that is the end of part 1 of the Unbalanced. I hope you'll keep an eye out for part 2, because I'm sure you can't wait to hear what happens next. 20 floors certainly is far to fall. On that note, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my story. I love story time. And I will catch you next time. Once again, my name is Edgar, and this is Historical Conspiracies. Have a creepy day.